Welcome back, everybody. This is Shannon Beyond broadcasting of the home of Down Squad Racing here at the Mullet River Sprint Track. This is Race 2, Group 2, Round 1 of the Corvette Super Sprints. Race 1 was pretty fantastic. The cars that qualified P1, P4, and P5 are the ones that moved on. This is the Corvette Super Sprints at the Mullet River Sprint Track. Before we meet our drivers, let's just touch on the rules for those who might be just joining us today. Go ahead and go back to the qualifying or race 1. The rules are there. The rules are right here. You can see them. Basically, if you finish a lap either on your wheels or passing the finish line, you stay on the lead lap. If you don't, you fall back a lap and go to the back of the pack. Top 3 will move on, and we're going to keep going until 3 cars finish at least 6 laps. If you don't finish in the top 3 today, that's okay. There's 4 spots open for Group 4 for second chance racers. The top qualifying racers who did not make it on the second round will fit into those 4 spots. Okay, that's enough of all the pregame stuff. Let's get to racing. Qualifying P1 is Hades for Karmic Racing in a 2020 red Corvette. That thing is pretty. Next up is one half our tag team champs, Numbskull from Numbskull Racing, 2011 Corvette red. Then we have N-Count in a 1962 Corvette racing for, I believe it's N-Count Racing. Another champ, 80s Sprints champ here at the track, Rust Belt Racing's Cupcake will be driving this 2009 Corvette. Up next we have Ironbeard of Ironbeard Customs. I also believe he goes by James Ironbeard in that 1963 Grand Sport. Demon Preacher in the 1976 Greenwood. Still haven't corrected that. There should be an N in there. It's a Greenwood. Here we go. Let's go with lap number 1. Anytime now. We get it. It's a Corvette Super Sprints. Yep. Anytime. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Lap 1. Hades leads him on down to the carousel. Gets through, takes the whole shot. Has Numbskull right behind him. Numbskull flips over. Hades takes the lap with N-Count right behind him in second. Let's go to the replay, see what happens here. There is Numbskull and Cupcake right behind them, both upside down. They will both go a lap down. Rough start. Here's the replay heading on down to the carousel. Through the carousel they go. Looks like everyone's doing pretty well here. On down the hill. Heading into the hard left. That is where Cupcake just flips it coming in. You can see Ironbeard just getting off the track. He saves it. Coming through the Phil Collins corner, Ironbeard is able to get back on the track. Hades takes first place. N-Count gets around Numbskull for second, and so does Demon Preacher and Ironbeard. And that will be your order for who finished lap 1. Crazy start already. Lap 2 will be Hades and N-Count in the front row, Ironbeard and Demon Preacher in the second row. Numbskull and Cupcake fall back to the third row and go a lap down. Just remember, you can earn that lap back by either everybody else going a lap down or you gotta pass everyone on the lead lap. Here we go with lap 2. Hades bringing him on down to the carousel, takes the whole shot again. N-Count right behind him. Hades with a big lead going into the... Wait a minute, where did Hades go? N-Count takes the lap. I believe James Ironbeard got second. We're gonna have to find out in the replay what exactly happened to Hades here. Head on down to the carousel. Hades gets a good jump on everybody going down the hill. Head into the hard left. Everyone is good coming through the hard left. Cupcake spins in the hang 10. And suddenly on nowhere, Hades is just tumbling off the track. You know the Phil Collins? Check it out. The Phil Collins corner has been quiet for a couple races, but someone just went in the air tonight. Hades just flew off the Phil Collins corner. Here's another shot of it. Oh, just crushing the cars in the parking lot. Taking the big fall off the side of the track. Here it is one more time. Boom. Nails those cars and just Mace Windows right off the edge of the track. Here comes N-Count, Ironbeard, Cupcake, Demon Preacher, and then Numbskull bringing up the end. Everybody else finishes the lap here. Hades will go a lap down and to the back of the pack. Crazy first 2 laps. Let's go to lap 3. N-Count and Ironbeard will be up front. Cupcake and Demon Preacher will be in row 2. Numbskull and Hades in row 3. Cupcake, Numbskull, and Hades all are a lap down. Again, if they can get past the other 3, they'll be back on the lead lap. Here we go with lap 3. That's N-Count in the pole position. A little fuzzy here on the camera angle. He does get the whole shot. Come to the Phil Collins corner, still in front. Looks like everybody's gonna finish this lap. I believe Demon Preacher got past Cupcake. Let's take a look at where that happened. Here's the replay, heading on down to the carousel. Everybody's together. Not much action coming through here. Just everyone kind of taking it easy. A little bit of blocking down the hill. Into the hard left. And that's where Demon Preacher gets inside of Cupcake. Makes a pass between the Hang 10 and the Phil Collins corner. Hades and Numbskull getting into it a little bit. They both spin. But in the end, everybody finishes. Your lap order for lap 3 is End Count, Ironbeard, Demon Preacher, Cupcake. That's Hades and then Numbskull. Here you go, lap 4. End Count still in the front with Ironbeard. Demon Preacher and Cupcake switch positions. Hades and Numbskull in the back. Just a reminder that Demon Preacher started in position 6, P6. And is all the way up to 3rd place right now. You have to keep an eye on him. Here's End Count and Ironbeard ready to go. End Count still in the pole position. Takes the carousel. Takes the whole shot. Big crash going into the Hang 10 corner. Oh, another crash in Champ's corner. Things getting a little crazy here. I believe that's End Count. The race leader is on his side and off the track. He's going to go a lap down and back of the pack. Let's also take a look at what happened in the Hang 10 corner. I believe you're going to see the green car just take out the light blue car. That is Ironbeard just takes out Cupcake. I could be wrong on this. Let's find out what happens coming out of the hard left. Oh, it's Demon Preacher in the purple car just gets in the back of Cupcake and launches him off. Let's find out what happened to End Count here. Oh, he does a barrel roll right through the Phil Collins corner, and just that momentum just shoves him right off the track, and he hits the cars on the infield. Can't get back on the track like we've seen other cars do before, and he lands on his side off the track. He's gonna go a lap down. Let's take a look at this one more time from the finish cam. Ooh, Ironbeard almost got off the track as well. Ends up taking the lap with Demon Preacher right behind him. That is Hades and then Numbskull. With 2 laps left, this is lap 5, guys. Ironbeard and Demon Preacher are up front. Hades and Numbskull in the middle. End Count and Cupcake. Cupcake 2 laps down now in the 3rd row. There's a chance for all these guys to still get on the lead lap here. Let's see what happens. Ironbeard in the pole position for the first time today. It leads him on down to the carousel. Going through the hard left into the Hang 10 corner. Heading down through Champs is sideways and gets knocked off the track. I believe that was Hades that finished first. If that is right, Hades will be now on the lead lap. If Numbskull finished second, he will also be on the lead lap. We're going to have to find out who finished where, what exactly happened to James Ironbeard here. When you do get your lap back, Hades will go into the back of the pack, but he'll still be in front of anyone that did not finish the previous lap. Through the hard left, that's when Numbskull gets a little sideways. End Count challenges him, but Numbskull blocks. We're way out of focus here, but that is End Count blocking through Champs and somehow just gets knocked off the track by both Demon Preacher and Hades. There he goes. The rest of the group catches up, and it's close. We're going to have to find out who passed the finish line first. It's Hades, Demon Preacher, and then Numbskull. Hades has worked his way back onto the lead lap. This is lap 6. If Demon Preacher and Hades finish the lap, they are moving on. The rest of the guys are still in it. Demon Preacher has worked his way up from P6 starting out to P1 for this last lap. Demon Preacher takes him down to the carousel, gets the whole shot, is in front of Numbskull. Numbskull challenging, can't get around him. Demon Preacher takes the lap, and Hades also finishes the lap. That means those two are moving on to the second round. We're gonna go to extra innings to find out who else is moving along with him too. But first, here's the replay for lap 6. Hades almost goes off the edge coming out of the hard left. Where is James Ironbeard? I didn't even see this before. Coming through into the Phil Collins corner. He's off the track, spins, lands upside down. He's gonna go another lap down, going into the extra innings. Here's your finish for lap 6. That is Demon Preacher and Numbskull and End Count, Cupcake and Hades. Yet Demon Preacher and Hades are moving on already. They're not going to be in this next lap. Numbskull and End Count will be up front. Cupcake and Ironbeard in row 2. If Numbskull and End Count DNF, then everyone's going to be back on the same lap. But for now, it's Numbskull and End Count up front. For them two, it's first one down goes on to round 2. Encount with a great start gets the whole shot, blocking everybody through the hard left. Numbskull gets around him, going to Champ's corner. Numbskull's going to take the lap and will move on. I believe Encount had it, but decided to go for the block and just couldn't hang on to that first position. Let's take a look at the replay here. Numbskull pulling it out right between the Hang 10 and the Phil Collins corner. Little help from James Ironbeard, who is trying to get back on the lead lap. That's Encount getting stuck on the wall right before the Phil Collins corner. Slows him down just enough that Numbskull can get around him. Numbskull will be moving on to the second round. The rest of the cars are going to have to go back, look at their qualifying times to see if they're possibly in a position to race in Group 4 as part of the second chance races. There's going to be 4 cars there. Here's your results for today. Demon Preacher, Hades, and Numbskull moving on to round 2. Heartbreak for Encount. Cupcake is known at this track for kind of hanging out at the back of the pack until it counts in the last couple laps, then he moves up. Well, that just didn't happen today. I believe it was James Ironbeard's first time on the track. He had an amazing car. We're going to have to see if those guys make it to the second chance. Due to the cars that have left to race, Mr. Dark is already qualified to be a second chance car. Encount, Cupcake, and Ironbeard are still in the racing. Boba Bett and Blackie Mutton are now out of the tournament. What a crazy race 2. We got race 3 coming up in about a week. If I plan this out right, you guys are seeing this on New Year's Eve. Have a great New Year's Eve and a great New Year. Nothing but the best for you and all your families from us here at the Mullet River Sprint Track Down Squad Racing. This is Shannon BR saying, we out. Happy 2023, baby.